all present here. I, Aparna, welcome you all back to the 14th International Conference organized by Geeta Ratan International Business School. Geeta Ratan International Business School was established in the year 2004. GIBS is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, Delhi and is approved by the All India Council for Technical Education (AICTE), Ministry of HRD, Government of India for its management courses and Bar Council of India for its law courses. The institute conducts programs of MBA, MBA International Business, BBA, BBA LLB and BA LLB. The institute is accredited as A grade by NAC and assessed as category A+ by Joint Assessment Committee of Government of Delhi and Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. The institute has been rated grade A by Academic Audit Cell of GGSIP University consecutively for past 8 years. GIBS has also been rated number 2 by Times B School Survey in 2018, 2019 and 2021. All the previous sessions of this conference have been extremely enlightening and beneficial for all present here. For this session, we have as our track, Agility in Marketing. Agility in marketing is the extent to which an entity rapidly iterates between making sense of the market and executing marketing decisions to adapt to the market. And as today's session chair and chief guest, we have with us Dr. Firdous Ahmad Malik from University of People, Pasadena, California, USA. He is also working as a senior research associate in development of management information system (MIS) for the PAC of the NCERT constituent units. He has done a 3-month internship in IIT Indore Civil Department as a researcher. He has also worked as a research fellow in National Institute of Public Finance and Policy (NIPFP), Institute of Ministry of Finance. Other than that, he has several paper publications and presentations to his credit. I would like to ask Professor Dr. Ekta Rastogi to extend a green welcome to Dr. Firdous Ahmad Malik. Now, I would like to request Sir Dr. Firdous Ahmad to encourage the speakers of today. Sir, please can you come?
Yes. Thank you very much. At the outset, I would like to special thanks to Firdous Rohini for providing this opportunity to interact, exchange and connect at this 14th International Conference on a particular theme, creating agility in business and technology. Therefore, today's session which we are going to have now, agility in marketing. As scholars and paper presenters, they are eagerly waiting for their presentations. I would like to announce few rules before we will announce the session. Make the presentation very brief and simple. Be focused on what is your title, give the background of one's life, try to explore what are the objectives and hypotheses of your study, and come straight forward to the methodology. Discuss what methodology, tools and techniques you have used, and share findings. Therefore, I would like to give you 7 minutes each presenter. After that, we will have a question and answer session. So let's start now the session. Thank you very much.
Now, before starting the track, I would like to share the rules for the presentation. Rules related to IC GIBS 14 for paper presenters are as follows. All presenters are required to adhere to the timings given. The time given to the presenters includes the questions and answers as well. No request shall be entertained for the change of timings. The decision of the session chair shall be final. In case participants have any questions, they should type in the chat box. All presenters are given a time of 10 minutes, which includes question and answer session. On this note, I would like to announce the commencement of today's session.
One second. Sir would like to say a
Note, I would like to announce the commencement of today's session. As our first speaker, I would like to invite Mr. Tawfiq Hussain, Engineer, Bharti Airtel. He is going to be presenting in an online mode on the topic Green Tourism and Economic Growth with reference to Kashmir tourism.
My name is Prof. Hussain. I am professionally working as an engineer with Pasadena. So first of all, my sincere gratitude to the session chair, Dr. Firdous Ahmad Malik. I am here to present a paper on the topic of green tourism and economic growth with reference to the Kashmir tourism. This paper has been authored by me in association with Dr. Professor Gibbs, Delhi. So let's start our topic. So first of all, can you please change the slide? Yeah. Let's start from the presentation flow. So we'll be including some topics that will be introduction of the concept, objectives, research methodology, literature review, current scenario, remedial measures, conclusion, and at the last, we'll be using the references that we used for this paper. So let's start with the introduction of the concept. What's green tourism? Green tourism is a form of tourism marketed as responsible travel to natural areas, conserving the environment and improving the well-being of local people. Green tourism has been used interchangeably with such concepts as ecotourism, nature tourism, responsible tourism, and rural tourism. Tourism industry in the state of Jammu and Kashmir generates around ₹8,000 crores annually, contributing to nearly 7% of state's GDP. The industry provides employment to around 70,000 people directly and indirectly, including hotel staff, tour operators, taxi drivers, and souvenir vendors. The numbers are a testimony to the potential of the sector to boost local economy and provide employment opportunities. Jammu and Kashmir has recorded over 1.88 crore tourist arrivals in 2022, the highest number in the past 3 decades. In 2023, JMK became a global tourism hub, welcoming over 2.02 crore tourists and over 50,000 foreign visitors. High influx of tourists is a great opportunity indeed, but it also comes with a number of challenges. Ecotourism in Kashmir offers a sustainable and responsible approach to the travel. By promoting conservation, supporting local communities, and raising awareness about the fragile ecosystem, ecotourism ensures that future generation can also enjoy the natural beauty of Kashmir. So the next point will be, what will be the objectives? To have a conceptual understanding of green tourism, to explore opportunities and challenges in realizing green tourism in Kashmir. So moving to one of the most important part, so what will be the research methodology that has been used for this paper. In this paper, in view of objectives, the methodology followed is use of secondary data sources collected from various organizations like UNWTO, that will be United Nations World Tourism Organization, World Travel and Tourism Council, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, JNK, Tourism Development Corporation, and Directorate of Tourism. One of the most important part of this paper is literature review. So, according to Darzi in 2016, he has quoted that open dumping of garbage, emissions, illegal constructions, etc. is treated as severe threats, and tourism resulted in unfavorable impact and problems like pollution, unsanitary conditions, siltation of water bodies, and poor drainage are major concerns. The next one is Bashir and Goswami. In 2016, he has also mentioned lack of infrastructure and irregularity of waste-carrying vehicles motivate travelers to dump waste of tourism spots. Whatever is generated is not properly managed and recycled and otherwise loaded and transported to open surroundings. Such kind of ill treatment and irresponsible management of waste are accountable for misuse of tourism resources, pollution of water bodies, and degradation of tourism resources. So moving to the next point, it's current situation in Kashmir due to high tourist influx. As we all know, right from the last 2 to 3 years, it was like a very good time for Kashmir tourism, that high influx of tourists have visited Kashmir in last 3 years. It's a well-known fact that Srinagar and a majority of districts in J&K have small land holdings. And most of the land is already occupied by shopping complexes or housing colonies, and finding large patches of land to set up landfill sites or garbage dump sites is a Herculean task. This is the reason that the majority of water bodies such as lakes, wetlands, rivers and streams have become waste dump sites. Gulmarg is facing numerous sustainability issues like unplanned construction and its negatives on tourism resources. Intensifying pollution and waste, degradation and destruction, environmental violations, site on ecological resources, excess carrying capacity, discharge of lethal pollutants, dearth of required infrastructure for safe passage of tourists in winters and others.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. We have 2 minutes left for you.
Okay. So the important things that are remedial measures that we need to use. So there are some 4 major points, that will be eco-village, eco-park, and homestay culture and government initiatives. So without taking much time, I'll directly point out the main important thing, that will be government initiatives. Can you please change the slide? Then, government initiatives. In a mega push to promote ecotourism in Jammu and Kashmir, government has approved development of 7 new trekking routes in various wildlife protected areas. The decision will also in Kashmir and Jammu and Kashmir will be online bookings of 29 rest houses and inspection huts in Kashmir in Jammu division under a common branded logo. The last point is the conclusion. That's the main important thing. The tourism industry has the potential to uplift the local economy of Kashmir and create job opportunities for the residents. However, there are few challenges that the sector needs to address to realize its full potential. For instance, the lack of basic infrastructure facilities like roads, electricity, connectivity in certain areas, which are essential for the smooth operation of tourism businesses. To work on these challenges, the state government and the stakeholders must think beyond the conventional approach and focus on developing sustainable tourism practices. For example, focusing on ecotourism, adventure tourism and cultural tourism can help in diversifying the tourist footfall throughout the year, generating revenue and offering employment opportunities at the grassroots level. Moreover, promoting international tourist arrivals through aggressive marketing and branding of the region can help to create a global brand image of Kashmir as the preferred tourist destination, which can pave the way for the large-scale investments in the sectors. And the last part, can you please change the slide? These are the references that I've used for this paper. So it was all about my paper because I didn't get so much of time to express money or anything else. So thank you very much for your precious time. So now it's the time of the questions. As you know, I am myself from Kashmir. If you have any kind of questions regarding this paper, so I can definitely answer it.
So, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you very much for this presentation.
It's all I'm thankful to everyone that you gave me such kind of time.
First, the question and answer session is open for the audiences and participants who are online and both offline. If anybody is having any question,
Any questions, sir?
Now, I have one question. That
I'm ready for the questions.
So, Mike.
Please, if anyone is having.
Do you feel that the solar system is one of the solutions which you can provide for this system?
Sir, your voice was like, it was not audible. Can you please repeat it again?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear it now. Yes.
Do you not feel that the solar system will be provided in this tourism system where that people are staying in etc., it will have some positive impact?
Yes, obviously the solar plants are like, it will always boost your, like it is giving you a good kind of energy, but there are some also negative impacts if you are using like if we are using it on a large scale. So you know that winter season is almost near about 4 to 5 months. So it always includes like less charge of electricity, but it will definitely be a positive impact rather than if we are directly going through, we can say, on directly electricity. So it will be a positive intent if we use solar systems around like these kind of tourist attractions. So that will be a positive way.
Okay, thank you.
And anybody have any more questions? Online participants, if you are having any question? So I will start, as I have, at the initial level, I have told you that it is a good presentation. But
thank you very much.
whatever is in the title should be, based on scientific evidences.
Okay.
The title is quite broad, but it is missing the, diagram of the scientificity. So I will give you certain suggestions. I appreciate that you have presented the paper.
I'll appreciate that. I'll appreciate the suggestions.
Yes. The first suggestion is you should design what is the motivation of this paper.
Okay.
Why you are doing this paper. Then we are, having the structure where we are having abstract, the introduction.
Okay.
The introduction part, it should, highlight the scope of the section.
Okay.
Clearly, your presentation was based on theory. You have just reviewed certain papers and you came with the evidence. So better is you collect some data, make empirical evidence, and try to suggest some policy brief. So on theoretical basis, theoretical evidences, it is very hard to accept sensitivity.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting you. So one thing, if I'm just getting only 7 minutes to express or to just my own beliefs, like I know that 7 minutes it's not a good time that I can just express all the
yes,
things.
in the beginning, if you have heard me well, in the beginning I have told you that tell us what is the title of your paper. Then come separate forward what are the objectives. It will take 1 minute. Then define or explain the methodology which you have used. It will take 1-2 minutes. Then tell us the findings. So as I appreciated you at the initial level that it is good that you are presenting the paper. Paper presenters, that is something really appreciated. But the way to present the paper in the international conference where we are having a lot of sessions and a lot of captains are there. So therefore we have to manage the time. You have to create the motivation. You have to engage the audiences so that they can listen to you. So always, whenever you are going to present in future, try to make presentation of only 7 slides and try to boost the motivation in such a way so that the audience will listen to you. Thank you very much. We can now move to second presentation.
We move on to our second paper presentation by Joy Chatterjee, Dr. Rajiv Kumar Dwivedi and Dr. Anil Vashish. They will be presenting through an online mode on the topic an analysis of the variables influencing the preferences of individuals for over-the-counter medications. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, ma'am. Myself, Joy Chatterjee from Ahmad University, Madhya Pradesh. Today I am presenting my first paper, which title is an analysis of the variables influencing the preferences of individuals for over-the-counter medication. Outline basically is the introduction, literature review, objective, methodology with result and discussion, and conclusion and references. First of all, over-the-counter medication can be purchased without prescription, safe for consumption, regulated by FDA, and fourth is the Schedule K drug permitted to be sold without government license. Anti-malarial drugs like quinine, magnesium sulfate, insecticides, disinfectants, aspirin tablet, and paracetamol, analgesic pumps, antiseptic inhalers, cold and nasal congestion. Basically, over-the-counter medication is a visit pharmacy shop and purchase. Second is the consumer behavior regarding OTC medication. Consumer behavior in selecting, buying, using and rejecting OTC medication. Impact of consumer preferences and expectation on buying decision. There are several factors: demographic, personality, lifestyle, usage rates, royalty, brand endorsement. Here, basically, Lord Scott et al. In 2006 give emphasis of positive experience, trust, brand and loyalty. Then Taylor et al. In 2008 give emphasis on age and gender. And here you can see the all authors give the briefly literature review is showing here. Then is the problem statement is here. Several factors affect consumer decision when buying OTC medication. Consumers have different responses to product marketing and brand related communication. Identifying this factor can help tailor marketing strategies, branding and targeting the right target audience, thereby increasing the sales. It can also enhance the AYS of product. AYS means A for activity and I for interest and O for opinion. Then is the hypothesis of the study. Self-medication hypothesis. An individual preference for a product is not random. Rather, it depends on the consumer unique psychological state wherein it alleviates the consumer specific set of symptoms. Each consumer will choose the medication that best addresses their unique mental health needs and restore them to emotional equilibrium. Consumers that are heavily dependent on drugs have higher psychological discomfort. Consumers seek psychopharmacological medication to alleviate mental anguish. Aim of the study, basically aim of the study is to analyze the impact of demographic, location, personality, product characteristics and behavioral traits on purchase of OTC medicine. Demographic traits: age, gender, education, qualification, profession, income level. Behavioral traits: consumer preferences, purchase behavior, likelihood of future purchase, and social media use. And product characteristics: quality, brand perception, and recommendation. Research approach: divide target market into lifestyle specific segment. Specify consumer success based on psychographic characteristics. Determine importance of psychographic variables based on variance in consumer behavior.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. There are 2 minutes left.
Yes, ma'am. Extrapolate consumer behavior based on demographic and personality traits. Here is the result. Total participants are 359. One is received from counseling from the practitioner and group B is that did not receive counseling from the practitioner. Conclusion: patient counseling and advice from practitioner regarding therapeutic drug uses, adverse effect, drug interaction and doses have an impact on consumer decision to purchase OTC medication. Promotional events or offers on OTC product and location of the pharmacy are also important factors in influencing consumer purchase decision. The internet has become an important source of information for consumer, a medium to recommended products and a medium to extract consumer preferences based on their purchase behavior and social activity. And here is the references, ma'am. Thank you.
So again, do we have any question from participants, whether online or offline? So again, congratulations, for presenting this strategy. But as per the standard of paper is concerned, we have to follow the scientific process where we are interpreting, we are dealing with the data, we are giving the finding this on the basis of, by using certain scientific tools. So you have used one term in your paper, that is emotional equilibrium. What do you mean by emotional equilibrium? Am I audible to them? Am I audible to them?
Yes, yes. Sir, I am also guiding it. As Professor I'm one of the mentor of it. So basically, the paper is all about understanding how online pharmacy and over-the-counter pharmacy medical business is actually different. So here, mainly what happens when you go to any pharmacy store, you have something based on your terms, based on your personal relationship with the pharmacy.
Everyone, here I am presenting a paper which is jointly authored by our director sir, Dr. Ahmad and Bhavika Batra, a research scholar with IIMR New Delhi. And the topic of our presentation is analysis of luxury brands, paid, owned and earned media marketing communication on consumer buying behavior. Okay, if we talk about the concept means like we are talking about a luxury brand. The word luxury is derived from the Latin word luxuria, which means extravagant or something which is basically great. So, if we talk about the data that I have collected, according to that, to buy that product, or you do not have the desire to buy that product. Last slide. So, finally, my conclusion is that with respect to the paid media, luxury brands are still more inclined to traditional marketing to preserve their uniqueness, performance and authenticity. Meaning that luxury brands still are more promoted through the help of traditional marketing rather than paid, owned and earned media. Luxury brands should use more digital paid media for targeted advertising while maintaining a rarity image and protecting the brand narratives from dilution. Though luxury brands are not doing it, but as an author and as a researcher, I ardently stress the fact that the luxury brands should also go for paid, owned as well as paid, owned and earned medias, because they are going to create a buzzword, because they are going to create a word of mouth, and then eventually they are basically going to create their customers as their partners, and this co-creation is definitely going to be very useful for them in the long run. Last but not the least, with respect to own media, these brands are more concentrated on the growth of brand-related content to increase customer loyalty, which helping co-building the brand. Last but not the least, this study is both having the theoretical as well as practical implications. For the marketing practitioners, it can help in diagnosing the dimensions that they can use in terms of positioning their brands. For the researchers, it is going to be an insightful paper so that they can understand that the attributes which are related to quality, the attributes which are related to identity, how they can help in harnessing the image of the brand in the psychology of the customer. References?
So, thank you very much for this beautiful presentation. I am having few suggestions, not questions, few suggestions. Indeed, this study is very deep. I suggest to, try to cut down it, make it more precise.
Yeah.
Second,
so if you go through the paper, it's very detailed.
Yes.
But since there is a paucity of time, we can only put that much.
So that is why, it is a working paper.
Yeah, it's a working
paper. So that, it will be accepted. So again, there is problem with references, literature. It is older literature. So you try to cite papers of almost last 3 years.
Okay, I understand.
Go, beyond 3 years.
Yeah, I understand. Sir.
If there is a theoretical model, you can go in theoretical model beyond 20 years. But for the current trends as fashion is concerned,
so if you see the model, the framework that we have taken of Nath and Batra is of 2021 only.
The model is itself 2021, but the arguments which have been followed by the literature, they are quite older.
Yeah, so definitely we will put this on thought that we can improve upon by putting for the last 3 years.
Literature part we can improve.
Yeah.
And there should be minimum 32 references.
Okay.
So this was all from me.
Thank you, sir, for your kind suggestions, and thank you, everyone. Director Stogi would like to cast a formal vote of thanks in the name of Goddess Saraswati. As you've already witnessed the fact that we started the day with Saraswati Vandana yesterday. So I will read this beautiful shlok in Sanskrit. Ya kundedu tushar har dhavla, ya shubra vastra vita, ya veera bala danda, mandit kara, ya shwet padmasana, ya brahmachutta shankara, prabrata vi devai sada pujita, samam patu saraswati bhagavati nishesha jadipa. May Ma Saraswati bless us all in this August gathering. In the order of the protocol, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Chairman Shri R.N. Jindal and Vice Chairman Sir Shri Anurit Jindal for giving us this wonderful opportunity to conduct the 14th International Conference on a very pertinent topic, creating agility in business with special reference to innovative legal and managerial issues. I'm thankful to our guest, Dr. Firdous Ahmad Malik, University of People, Pasadena, for gracing the occasion with his benign presence. As Sir was mentioning about networking, I must acknowledge the fact that I do not know Mr. Firdous personally. I connected him on LinkedIn and he is so cooperative that without having any formal communication with me, he accepted my invitation on LinkedIn. So I'm really honored and thankful, sir, for gracing the occasion with your benign presence. Thank you so much, sir. I'm thankful to our visionary director, Professor Dr. Vikas Nath, for his relentless and unflinching support, wisdom and guidance. So we know that we have been after you for small to big things. There have been mood swings, there have been ups and downs, but you have been a person who has been motivating us that it will happen. And eventually, today we have seen the light. Today the conference has seen the light of the day. Thank you, sir, for being such a guide, mentor and motivator. I extend my thanks to my co-conveners, Professor Dr. Abhijit Das, Dr. Nidhi Sharma, Dr. B.K. Yadav sir for their cooperation. I am thankful to my friend Dr. Manju Biswas for her efforts in the publication of the abstract booklet. The booklet which was released at 2 a.m. as sir has said, the groundwork behind her has been her brainchild. Thank you, ma'am. I am thankful to all the session chair coordinators, MOCs, faculty members, administrative staff and the entire IT team for their cooperation and support. Last but not the least, the Conference on Agility in Business and Technology has fostered great learning and new insights regarding best contemporary practices in the area of finance, human resources, general management, law and marketing. And I certainly look forward that we all will organize and participate in such endeavors in future as well under the able guidance of the Director Sir. Lastly, I conclude in the words of John Kabat-Zinn. The best way to capture moments is to pay attention. The best way to capture moments is to pay attention. This is how we cultivate mindfulness. At the end, I am very sure that during the duration of 2 days of this 14th International Conference, I am sure everybody would have developed a mindfulness to be agile enough to develop and hone the skills which can make us not only better faculty, but also we are doing a very important responsibility that we are the torchbearers of the society, because eventually the students that we teach are going to be the future managers, the future lawyers, So I think that if we have created the right mindfulness, we are doing a great job for the society. Thank you and good luck to all. One small correction, Dr. V.K. Yadav, Priyanka Arora has coordinated the marketing event just to recognize her effort. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you everyone for joining us today. We look forward to hosting you again in International Conference 2025. Till then, this is signing off. Have a great weekend. Thank you everyone.